Good morning, sunshines. Callie Carroll here, and we are about to give some serious gratitude for water. We're going through this series where we take each day, and I'm encouraging you guys to connect with a direct gratitude, to say thank you over and over again for something in your life, and to do it in a deeper way, right? So many people only practice thanks on Thanksgiving. And I know that because I used to be one of those people when it even would seem weird when we'd like go around a circle and share something we're thankful for. I'm like, this seems awkward. But when you start to live in a state of gratitude, when you start to say thank you all of the time, you'll see that your energy starts to shift. You start to just create more happiness in your life, even when nothing changes, because you're seeing the good in things, and you also start to attract more positive things to you. So you guys, today's all about water, right? And this one hits differently for me than it does some of the other things, just because I've had a lot of strong connection to water lately with some of the different things that we're going through with Whit and John. And as we go through these different gratitudes, different ones of them are going to hit you in different ways. So if you guys know, like, right, we're doing the little gratitude rings. We're only on day 3. So this is going to end up being pretty long by the end of it, or you can just journal or write on here. But first, I have a question for you. If you can just interact and participate, what do you use water for? Like, why are you thankful for water? Where does water play a role in your life, right? Maybe, and as you guys go through here, and like, I know that seems like a silly question, but when you start to really dive into, you're like, holy crap. Like, not only do I drink water, right? I use water when I make my tea, which is my favorite thing in the morning. I use water to boil pasta, to cook my food. I use water to clean. I use water in my washing machine. I use water. My son's upstairs taking a bath right now using water, right? There's continuous usages of this. And I want to hear, what are some of the things that you're thankful for around water? So there could be that piece of it, right? Now, and I'm going to go into the Whit and John piece of it in a second here too. Now look at, I want you guys to like connect with this fact, even though it can be challenging to play the role of empathy. But I want you to understand, or just recognize the fact that some people don't have access to water. You are so lucky. If you're one of the people who woke up this morning and got to use a running toilet, you are so blessed about that. If you got to turn on the water, your faucet, and wash your hands, how blessed are you? If you got to make a cup of tea with water, how incredible is your life? Yes, shit might be going on in other areas, but how beautiful is it that you have access to water? Because guess what? Right? 2 billion people don't have in the world, right? They don't have access to the water that they need to supply themselves. And I know the stats are even higher than that. 2 million people in America don't have access to running water. That blows my mind. Just in the US here alone, 2 million people running around without access to running and potable water. And it's a beautiful thing that you guys have that, because some people don't. So this is why this one hits a little bit harder for me. As you guys know, my son, or some of you might know, my son was recently diagnosed with something called diabetes insipidus, or water diabetes, which means his body doesn't know how to stop urinating. So when he takes water in, it urinates right back out. And in order to manage this disease, it's all about his water intake. And for 4 months, we were on a water restriction where we had to literally pull water away from him so his kidneys could figure out how to work again, and give him this different medication so that he wasn't just losing everything through a system. And it was miserable, you guys. It was so much torture. And we still have our days with that, right? So much so that I stopped drinking water because it felt selfish to drink water around him, because he couldn't. So here we go for 4 different months where we have to pull water from my child, and he's screaming and tortured by it. And I, who used to drink over a gallon of water every day, realized like I just stopped, you guys. Like, I have to force myself. I'm still training myself back to drinking water, because I have a deep sense of guilt to be around it. These kids with water diabetes have been found drinking out of the toilet, drinking out of the dog bowl. Like, literally trying, like, there's this one little boy, literally he's trying to pee in a corner so he can drink his own urine because he needs water that bad. It is so, so sad. Right? Long showers, absolutely, for the water. So looking, just connecting to the fact that if you get to wake up and you have access to water today, just notice throughout the day, for one day, okay, just for one day, take note, jot down, come back to this message, use a piece of paper, use your little garland. When do you use water today? I have used water so many times already, and I've only been up for 3.5 hours. So many different times. Okay, you guys, we're connecting to gratitude on a regular basis. And I hope that you guys continue to follow around and practice this gratitude, because it can change your heart. Love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. It's fine. I can